The June 17th firmware update for the DJI Osmo Mobile 6 gives it 3 kind of big updates and improvements. The first is smarter, more intelligent active track. And even though there was an update to the Osmo 6 a little while ago, I think it might have actually been last year potentially, that update also did improve the tracking. But the June 2024 update is said to have improved it even further. Oh, that moved all the way around. But basically, if I were to get in the car and then get out of the car, move around, the tracking seems to be doing a pretty decent job, to be fair. I'm just going to put this here because you can still see the gimbal moving here as well. The second update relates to the AI editing feature in the Mimo app, as there's now a better experience when it comes to the one-tap editing feature to speed up post-production and also help you to edit your videos if this is completely all new to you and you've never edited a video before. So once you get into the one-tap editor, all you need to do is select all the different clips that you want to use, and when you're selecting your clips you can actually go through and just make sure that you're trimming the part of the clip that you want and making sure that you're selecting what you want. Once you've selected all of your clips, all the files are going to be analysed and then they'll all be put together in a video for you. Once that video is put together, you could actually go through and change the templates along the bottom if you wanted, or you can go through and add different filters to your clips so that you can make it look however you want the footage to look for the final video. And then you just need to export it, and that's it. But there's also a third feature which is completely new and will probably change how you interact with your gimbal without actually needing to touch it in the first place. But first, all you have to do in order to update the firmware for the gimbal is go into the DJI Mimo app and connect the gimbal. So once it's connected, you'll see a message pop up on the screen to show you that there's a new firmware. You tap on that and then that'll take you into a screen which will show you what the firmware update is, and it'll give you a list of what is in the firmware update, and then select to install the firmware to the gimbal. It'll do all of that, and then once it's done, you're pretty much good to go. Okay, so I mentioned that there's a third update which is going to give you the ability to use the gimbal without actually needing to touch it. And so if you have an Apple Watch, you can now use it to control the Osmo Mobile 6. All you have to do is install the DJI Mimo app on your Apple Watch, and that's pretty much it. Now that you can control the Osmo Mobile 6 from your Apple Watch, you can do things like switch orientations, so switch between portrait and landscape modes. You can also adjust the gimbal's angle, and you also have a remote view, so you can make sure you're framed up correctly whilst adjusting the gimbal's angle as well. And you can also take photos and record videos. So this is going to be pretty great if you film by yourself and you don't have anyone to film you, kind of like me. So if you don't already have the Osmo Mobile 6, but it's one that's been on your list and you're considering getting it, then I recommend checking out this video next.